Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second official, and I say official because I don't know, I don't think I have clones out there, cringe voiceover video. Cue the music? I don't know what I'm gonna put in here. Yes. To explain what you're looking at, it is me inspecting the Sunderland at the bottom, well, the Sunderland 2 and the Yonderland 2 from bottom to top, to get a sense of scale and direction to go with this next build, which will be known as the Donderland. It's not the Donderland 2, because I've never made a Donderland before. These are all part of the KE official Super Heavy Fighter program, and if you don't know what that means, it means I'm LARPing way too hard. And to explain my further actions here, I am looking at research and reference. Yes, I forgot the name of the YB-36 and the YB-49, so I just, World War II head flying wing. Yippee, oopity doopity. Oh man, I'm sorry, I just got back from eating, I'm full. My belly. Had some good food. But yes, you're gonna see this playing go through a couple iterations here. I'm gonna try to narrate it as it goes without a script, because, we raw dog it here and at cringe. No, not cringe.mp4, that sounds stupid. Cringe co. That sounds dumber, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you can see me going through the shapings, and I think right here is where I find the reference I use throughout the entire build. Not that one, it's one to its left. It's a big plane, I mean, look at... Not that one. No. What are you doing? Idiot. Buffoon. We stopped doing that. Okay, whatever. This was me trying to test things. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, a bit of background on the reference picture, because I want to do this. I want to implement some history, some intriguing things into like how I design my vehicles and the philosophy I go off of. To explain the history of the YB-35 and the YB-49 quickly and efficiently, I have donned up a sub-cut, where I've attempted to record other cuts while looking at this Wikipedia article. To summarize, in the early 1940s, I believe 1941, the government was like, yo, Northrop and Consolidated, can y'all build us a bomber? And Consolidated was like, yo, we're going to build the most traditional, this bomber, it's going to be great, it's going to go far, it's going to carry bombs. And Northrop is like, you know what, screw it, removing the tail, removing the fuselage, we're just going to have a wing. And his wing was goated, it was beautiful, it was amazing. However, it had issues, like, shaking itself apart, and liking to spin because it didn't have a tail. Fun facts about that is that they tried to put counter-rotating propellers on the back, dual set, and it would aggressively shake itself apart on one of the later variants. Its development history is incredibly interesting. If you look at the XB-35 and the YB-35, incredibly cool stuff. Ended up losing their competition to the B-36. Is that the Peacemaker? I think so. I'm not gonna fact check that. You can go fact check it yourself. Screw you. Pulling the laser pig here. Like, yes, the source is, I have it right in front of me, but you can go and look for yourself. Oh, aha! It is the Peacemaker! Suck it! Alright, anyway, that thing's cool in its own right. However, the dude, the dude, Northrop, later merged his company with Grumman, and before Northrop died, they showed him the B-2 Spirit, which had I believe the exact same wingspan of it, because it was essentially, it took all the lessons learned from pretty much the only flying wing bomber that actually, had a prototype made, and was, almost there. It was so close to being in production. And they essentially just slapped more jet engines, better jet engines, because, XB-39. No, XB-49, yeah. And there's a quote from Northrop, where I believe, if I can speak, he says something along the line of, now I know why God kept me alive all these years. And then he died, the month after. So, checkmate, atheist, question mark? Don't take that too seriously. Here at Cringe, we are kind to mostly everyone, except the really annoying people. Yes. And that is it for this little cut. Back to the incredibly boring cringe voiceover. So there's that. Yeah, that's really all the most interesting history I can put behind it. But we can start talking about FTD stuff and what its purpose is. And the naming scheme, because someone who I've been informed is maybe a potential femboy, which is rather concerning, questioned the naming scheme. So I am, I'm obliged to explain. Well, me and my friend over at BWI Games, yes, go check that out. We played Undertale until we didn't play Undertale because we beat it. And then we didn't play the sequel, the fan-made sequel, because, we couldn't beat it. We're losers. But there's an enemy, spoilers, by the way, for Undertale, this ancient game, basically. There's an enemy called the Tsundere, which was the inspiration for the Tsundere, because I was building a Sunderland, and thought, like, ooh, what if I make it a heavy fighter? And that started the whole super heavy fighter thing that, infamous for. However, as you may... Oh, I just want to explain something. Okay, I'm getting so derailed! I'm so bad at this. I pass speech, but, So as you saw me making change on the Yonderland, that kind of just shows how I build, where I do things, I test them, but I don't, like, full test them. I always wait till they're in combat so I get experience and grow. That's why I have so many different variants of the Harpy, and why my vehicles in general don't have, like, super high, build variant numbers, like 336, or whatever stupid crap the Harpy's at. It is, it's an art, we'll say, for me, of stupidity. And as you can see here, me reusing propellers. Actually, that brings me to another thing. If you know how to make propellers that look good, like good historical looking propellers, hit me up, hit me up on MySpace. Not really on MySpace, but if you get the reference, you get the reference. Just message me, give me your best propeller, and I'll stick it on the Donderland. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but you gotta keep it the naming scheme. Gosh, voiceovers are annoying. I sound like such a buffoon, just repeating things and going off, just watching my own video that took me 3.5 hours to build and do. Now that I have taken a second to start, start actually watching the video back again, I have to explain how I made so much progress in a millisecond, according to y'all. It's because, what's it called? I had to step away for a moment, so I was just sitting there, so I cut away things, and I accidentally cut too far, and I don't feel like going back, so we might as well just start here, because the footage was a bit boring. It was just things you've already seen me do. Deep breaths. And now, what you're witnessing is me attempting to make the canopy for this. I was trying to make it asymmetrical, however I made it wide enough to have an actual interior in it. It would look less stupid. So I decided not to make it look less stupid in a moment, which you will get to in a second. See, and this is like the good part about not having a script. For like situations like this where I don't like intend on doing like Martin Cedo Pants level of editing. Because I can just say things and at time as long as I'm patient enough. But this does kind of lead into a bit where don't be afraid in this game to go back and quote-unquote lose progress. Because at the end, you're going to be happier with it if you go back and fix the mistakes you've made or the things you're not happy with. Things like this, where I'm just like sitting there debating to myself, just like, do I actually want to do this? What I was doing there was I was getting a little section to have a radar pointing out the front. However, it never ended up coming to fruition, you'll see. And there are moments in this where I'm gonna have to keep cutting because I just kept staring at the Sunderland and the Yonderland because of just weird. Listen, when you're proud of something enough, just staring at it and seeing it just sit there, you're happy. It doesn't matter to me. I was just like, yes, to Sunderland. Let me stare at you like the pervert I am. And I did. I just gave to Sunderland the ye old pervert stare for about 10 minutes until I continued working. Yep, there it goes. A bit of that and a bit of just making sure I had the propellers correct. That was fun to put on. I put them on backwards, so I had to go out and mess with these, and I actually got it lined up pretty accurately too, to the actual YB39, or no, YB35. I've been saying it wrong the entire time. That's why I went online to go look at the exact designation. And yeah, here's the engine hubs. That's what I've learned when making propeller planes. Give your planes propeller hubs, please. And like engines behind it, or like things that are meant to look like engines. They add crucial detail to propellers and make them just not look like they're stuck there. They are phenomenal, and you should always have them. For one, they look cool. For two, they look cool, and for three, they're realistic. So, yeah. Even on sci-fi, because mine is like pseudo sci-fi. Do that. I'm no longer asking. This is a demand, and if you don't, and I find out you don't, I'm gonna shoot the dog. You heard me. That's what I thought. Put those engine hubs on right now. Even though I might be... Oh, I opened up FTD instead of the editing software. Wonderful. Even though I might be sacrificing the length of the video, which I know you'll actually like the 15 to 20 minuters a bit more. Thank y'all guys for that feedback a while ago. You know, see, it's just in my head, and we've made a bit more progress. I had to cut out the great FTD general chat incident of 2024. And if you don't know what that happened, yeah, that's what happens when you do an @here in a server full of autists. And as an autist, I approve of this message. We're doing some bit of Yonderlin modifications at the time of me saying this as well. I think that looks good. Little, you get a snoot to boop. You just get to go up there and boop the snoot. Come on, go in. I know I booped the snoot with the Yonderlin. Boop the snoot, you buffoon. You fat sack of crap. Come on, boop it. Boop it. Okay, I guess I'm not going to boop the snoot. I might have cut that. No, because it happened right after. Unless it happened so quickly and I didn't notice. Why am I on the FTD menu? Was this one the great FTD I think, okay. I might have missed it, and this is when the great FTD general chat thing happened. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go back and cut this out. I'll be right. Oh wait. It's a building. It's a miracle. Let's see. What else can we talk about? The status of the channel. 207 subscribers. Thank y'all guys. I'm going to hopefully get that plushie to go shoot. The problem is, a couple ranges don't want me shooting full-sized rifle cartridges indoor. So I have to go to an outdoor range, and I just haven't gone. Because I've been working and playing FTD, if it's not obvious with how much my skills have improved. Also been playing Hoi and other games way too much. I'm sleepy. I don't know how you do this. Just look at this and go kabloo and hope for a video. Oh gosh, this bit where I'm trying to stretch that out, that's annoying. What else can I actually talk about? I don't know what y'all are interested in, to be real. Tomorrow's my birthday. That's cool. It might actually be the day you're seeing this, which is unfortunate if so, and if true, then happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I'm now 19. I can't get laid yet. Boo me. Well, I can, but still. I can't get wasted yet. Honestly, I'd rather buy a handgun. Y'all are excited to get the 21 to, you know, get alcohol. I, a Chad, went to buy a revolver because my grandpa has a 44 and it's really cool. It's not going to be my standard protection revolver. You see, I'm actually going to get a practical handgun when push comes to shove. However, I just like revolvers. I think they're neat. I also like Lugers. I like the bad guy guns. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing. Do I want to say this on the internet? Oh, cringe. Watch what you say here. I'm gonna say it. The Nazis had drip. That was kind of the whole point. Fascism does drip the best, because they kind of have to do drip the best. Like, the black uniforms, the MP40s, the STGs, they're sexy. Okay, that sounded kind of gay, but okay, we're gonna stop with this conversation. This is what happens when you put an autist in front of a camera. Things get derailed quickly. This is a disclaimer at Cringe Industries that no member of Cringe Industries supports the Nazi Party. Just a reminder, he's just autistic, not a Nazi. Unfortunately, after my, accidental misfortunes, I lost a bit of footage. I'm not sure why, but OBS seemed to just not want to work. So here's the finished product of the SHF-5 Donderland. Super Heavy Fighter 5. Even though of all the Super Heavy Fighters, just Sunderland and the Donderland 2, it doesn't really match the description all that well. It is obviously not very agile, as far as I've tested. Doesn't have much pitch. It keeps its distance and is a bit underpowered, as you can see there. And it doesn't really have any anti-personnel weapons, well, like anti-fighter weapons. However, it does have a very small and cute Sea-Wiz turret on the back that is not incredibly effective. I just had space and I need to put some details right there. So I think it works. However, armed with the with Her Majesty's Arsenal, which I get why people have called this the Arsenal Bird, it is it's a bit dangerous. Let's put it up against. Ignore that. Okay, listen, I don't want to see it blow up. I've tested it a couple times. It works perfectly fine, but it'd be so incredibly embarrassing if in my showcase I somehow whiff. And there we go. It did slightly whiff because it was getting the range down, but you can see what it does. It circles at 1,800 meters with large, high-explosive missiles that are reasonably accurate enough where they can drill holes. However, that was not the best example of which. Problems with the Donderland, because I will openly say this, because this is going on the workshop, along with the other two. Nope. And I want to let y'all know the honest truth about the Donderland and the other guys, girls, I guess, girls, yeah. It doesn't have enough ammo to maintain a full cell. Where, yeah, right there. You can see it ran out of ammo after 3. Where there was a partial, and then it keeps going. It is slightly underpowered and a bit weak due to the lack of shields and lack of engine power. However, all the super heavy fighters have that same problem. So, you want to modify them by giving them shields, be my guest, have fun sticking more engines on them, even though this one is the best candidate for that, with the most space. Other things I've noticed is that when it tries to get to its distance, as you saw earlier, the wings kind of pop up, and that happens where they all go red. Now that is unfortunate, and I don't think there's much I could do. Detection is a bit iffy, because I had to sacrifice the things here. So susceptible to EMP on the detection, however the AI will stay running because I covered it in rubber. However, there's ammo and fuel everywhere in this thing, which is partially one of the reasons why all of these have repair bots, and the Yonderland has repair tentacles, because I figured the Yonderland would, tentacles. Let's not think too hard into it. But yes, I'm incredibly happy with this. Only thing I think it needs is some detail here, but I didn't feel like spending the time giving it lines there, because I wanted to add something else, but I'm not sure what. So, after a long and frankly annoying recording session, I want to thank y'all for being here again, seeing those numbers go up. I mean, seeing people enjoy my content is, it's very motivating. Very motivating. Why do you want to spawn down there? No, go over there. Go. Shoot. So I can shoot you. Yes. I'm hoping one day we will achieve the status of collab ready to go out and hang with other people again. But until I get my life together, this has been cringe. Failing to blow up ships because I somehow, for some reason, wanted to target the mast. And I hope you have a cringy day. For cringy days are the best days. And I will, avoid cram cannons next time with y'all. I'm just joking. Y'all have a good one. Yes, but Fridge is back, baby. Sir, do you see the over the horizon, the things coming over? What did you even, like, what? The things coming over the hill. Oh, sir, okay, hold up. What do you mean by things coming over the hills? I mean the things coming over the hill. You mean the new super heavy fighter squadron that is coming in to the KAE airfield base near you? That's right, baby, they're on the workshop. I'm not gonna lie with you, sir. Those planes, they're kind of stupid.